And now, Mount Olympus Vinegar Oils, royally approved for outdoor barbecues, proudly presents, free of charge, once again, the continuing adventures of Nicholas McNabb, the cab driving crab, in physical rehab in the X-ray lab. Creep and Buzzard had been traveling west for the last 40 days. In a cobweb-tangled spider's nest, they found a gold-trimmed Dixie cup around sunup in Dunlap, Mississippi, of the 41st day. It had been left there by Elliot Ness after he'd flunked a urine test for best man at Prince Albert's spaghetti western wedding, whereupon he was to be betrothed to Moth Higgy Haggins, a relative of Roth Flaggins. On the way to New Mexico, just outside of Lovejoy, Schenectady, Cistern Bedding and Furniture Salon, they'd happened upon a fire alarm fixing missionary dressed up in a giant canary suit. Bryant Fennery Bootshaw was his name. Silent Henry Toothjaw was his nickname, and he oftener than not was seen walking past in somber repast, a rather crass world news reporter's limousine, who was himself oftener than not seen in a hidey-ho Eskimo latrine reading a Bimbo Trimlow Hi-Ho magazine. With a pair of Yahoo barbecue flapping sticks, he'd cut from the malcreant magbag 2 holes so he could spy at the rather high-skirted fly-swapping Madame Tiptoe before buying himself a ticket to the evening cricket show. At a certain point in Eastern Standard Time, Monsignor Bryant Fennery Bootshaw drove to Omaha on a transatlantic hammock made of catnip and molasses. In Kansas, he found himself surrounded by 2,000 giant bobcats who had caught the scent of the catnip by the thin-lipped Libby Lessings Moore, who lived so far outside the law she couldn't pass an income tax collector in South Chicago without filling her pockets with Woonsocket half-price Dixie cups filled with orange juice in a curtain-covered telephone booth once shared by Babe Ruth and Al Capone, each of whom was dressed in hand-me-down tailor-mades, button-down seersucker suits threaded together years earlier by Creep and Buzzard's mustard-spreading weatherman, who, it was said, preferred sleeping in a tub of Tennessee tree bark crumbs rather than hearing his wife snoring through her nose, mouth, and belly button, while Samuel Sutton fed his camel next door with annual rose petals and flannel hidey-ho Winslow muffins. And there we have it. And this has been another episode of the continuing adventures of Nicholas McNabb, the cab-driving crab, at physical rehab in the X-ray lab. And I wish you all a great evening. I will see you next time.